Today I want to show you how I grow potatoes in a fabric grow bag. And I will also give you a few things to get a better harvest out of it. I'm using a 60 liters bag. Potatoes need space. The more room the roots and tubers have to spread, the better your results will be. Of course you can go smaller, but I wouldn't go below 30 liters if you actually want something worth harvesting. Because below that, the plants run out of space and nutrients too fast. One thing I really like about fabric bags, they drain well and the roots can breathe. That matters a lot because potatoes really don't like sitting in water. And if the soil stays wet too long, the tubers rot. So good drainage isn't optional. For planting, I'm using potatoes that already have healthy shoots on them. You place them in the bag with the shoot facing up. Makes it easier for the plant to get going in the right direction. I start with a layer of soil at the bottom, set the potatoes on top, then cover them with around 10 to 15 centimeters of soil. And as the plant grows, you will normally keep adding soil around the stems. This is called healing. The idea is to keep the base of the plant covered. It protects the developing tubers from sunlight and it encourages more of them to form underground. But I also use mulch in addition to the soil. Instead of only healing, I mulch around the base of the plant. It keeps moisture in longer, stops the surface from drying out too fast, and blocks light from reaching the potatoes. One key thing, the mulch layer needs to be thick enough. Because if a potato gets exposed to sunlight, it turns green and you don't want that. Green potatoes are not edible. So whether you are using soil, mulch, or a mix of both, the goal is the same. Keep the tubers covered in the dark. Spacing matters too. Healthy potatoes plants get big, and if you crowd them, they start competing for everything: water, nutrients, and space. That usually means smaller potatoes and a weaker harvest overall. In a 60-liter bag, you have more flexibility, but I still give each plant room to breathe. Once the plant is well established, I remove the lower leaves, the ones touching the soil or the mulch. It's not a big pruning session. You just clean up the bottom of the plant. It's important to do that because leaves sitting against the soil or mulch hold moisture and that raises the risk of fungal issues. Also, removing them improves airflow at the base and keeps things cleaner. But don't go too far because the plants need its leaves to photosynthesize. This is what creates the energy that feeds the tubers underground. I remove what's touching the soil, anything yellow or clearly damaged, and I leave the rest alone. Like the healthy upper leaves can stay. Potatoes are heavy feeders. They need a decent amount of nutrients through the growing season. This is why I add compost or an organic fertilizer every 2 to 3 weeks. Also, one thing to watch, don't overdo the nitrogen. Too much and you get a big, lush plant with not much happening underground. But you want a productive plant, not just a pretty one. For watering, keep it consistently moist, but never waterlogged. The soil should stay slightly damp, especially once the plants start flowering and forming tubers, because this is the moment the potatoes really start to size up. And this is also why mulch helps a lot here. It slows evaporation and makes watering more forgiving. But make sure to actually check the soil. A few centimeters down. If it's dry, water, but if it's still moist, you can wait. So it's mostly balancing thing. Regular watering, good drainage, and no standing water. If you do that, your potatoes will have what they need. Give it a try and let me know in the comment how it goes. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.